Why do Americans spell favor as favor? Did they simply lose a letter somewhere between London and New York? Was there a tragic shortage of U's in the New World? Not quite. The culprit is a man named Noah Webster. Now, if you've ever used an American dictionary, you've met Webster, even if you've never heard of him. In the early 19th century, Webster became obsessed with a grand project, simplifying and standardizing American English. And perhaps, just as importantly, making it less British. Remember, the United States had recently fought a war to stop being governed from London. Political independence was one thing. Linguistic independence seemed like the logical sequel. Webster looked at words like color, honor, and favor and asked a dangerous question. What exactly is that you doing there? The answer was, not much. The words had entered English from Norman French after 1066. The French spellings often included a U, but English speakers weren't pronouncing it. To Webster, it looked like unnecessary baggage. So he proposed simpler spellings: color, honor, favor. And unlike many reformers throughout history, people actually listened. Now here's the twist. The British spelling wasn't nearly as ancient or as fixed as people imagine. For centuries, English spelling was gloriously chaotic. Shakespeare's own name appears in multiple spellings. Standardization came surprisingly late. In other words, Webster wasn't vandalizing a perfectly preserved language. He was choosing among existing variations and pushing one set of spellings to become the American standard. So the missing U is not evidence that Americans forgot how to spell, nor is the British U a mark of superior linguistic virtue. It's really the fossilized remains of a historical disagreement about what English should look like after a revolution. The British kept the U, the Americans declared independence from it. And more than 200 years later, millions of people are still arguing over a letter that nobody pronounces.